Let's start off with our first crisis actor. Come out, he's got the 47, as everybody knew. It had the triple 47s, which was 11, 11, 11 when you add them up, which was 33, 33, 33. Let's get into this. It's not going to let me play my first clip. Well, we can move on to the second clip. So here's another clip. Again, this one also coming off of Fox.
I just saw it hit him in the chest. Tons of blood gushing right out where his heart is.
So hit him in the chest. She's super excited, super happy. Does this look like the face of a witness who just saw somebody brutally murdered? Why would you want to have a giant grinning smile on your face? Now, is that duping delight? I'm going to leave that up to you, but... Okay, so this was an odd one. This looks like it's after the event.
I saw hit. I heard the shot ring out. I looked to my left, and then I looked down his shirt, and he slumped over, and he was carried off.
This guy stops him. They almost get into a fight. Why didn't they let this kid keep talking? You got the lightning bolt symbolism, right? I beheld and saw Azazel fall to the earth like lightning. The symbolism's weird. They're playing off of like Metallica font and style with the long elongated A and the K. It's very weird. All the symbolism, again, when you add 4 and 7, you get 11, and they had the 3 of them, so that was 33. So most of the witnesses here were on KSL TV channel 5. I guess this is a local Utah channel. You can see more of the symbolism / parabolic language, right? What do we have? 4 plus 5, that's 9. For anybody that does simple math, and 4 plus 7 is 11, we've got 9/11. Charlie was murdered on 9/10. So here we go with the next crisis actor.
Her daughter bet
There, it was scary because you don't know if it's real or if it's not, but you just have...
You don't know if it's real or if it's not. So what we've shown over and over again is that the crisis actors, they don't cry. All they do is smile and laugh, because when you're lying, it's called duping delight. Crisis actors will say, it didn't feel real. I felt like I was in a movie. They've got all these different catchphrases that they've been using for the past decade, since the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act, where the government was now given the ability to lie to the population of the United States in any manner, fashion, or form, and it was now legalized.
I didn't really understand what was going on. It was scary, and it didn't feel real.
Didn't feel real, huh?
Talking here seems to help with people who experience it in the parking lot as well. Yeah, I really don't.
Wow, look at the smile on this kid's face. He's lighting up here.
Talking here seems to help with...
I was like, what the heck just happened? I thought maybe it wasn't real. I was the last one standing because I couldn't quite believe. I thought maybe it was a stunt.
Get out of here. The last one standing, and she thought it was a stunt. Does that seem like something that a natural person would say that just witnessed someone dying?
And I was right behind the police when they had the man in the handcuffs.
So she's bringing up George Zinn, an old man that's now charged with pedophilia and all this other stuff. He was there. He also called in a bomb threat to a marathon that was in Utah after the Boston bombing in 2013 as well. He was supposedly an eyewitness to 9/11 who said he knew Al-Qaeda did it and he had evidence. So this George Zinn guy was another creepy, weird crisis actor, and she's now verifying that story.
One thing that hit me when you were talking is you saw Charlie get shot.
Yes.
You don't know where it came from. You don't know how many people there are. You don't know what's going on. That's terrifying.
Right.
What we have here is the interviewer leading the narrative, reminding her of her script, of her lines. You know, you saw this, you were there, and and then she's supposed to give a more in-depth, analysis of what took place.
Taylor Westmoreland.
This one's really interesting. I want to make sure the audience sees the framework here. Somebody was just murdered. Look at this face. Check this out.
She's special to me because this is actually my niece.
Oh, it's his niece making her debut here on KSL TV 5.
Gunshots.
Yeah.
You freak out.
I was kind of like in disbelief for a second, and when everyone was running, and then, I just started booking it. My friend
She looks scared.
threw her drink, and we
Threw her drink. Look at this face. Does this look like someone that just witnessed a brutal murder?
just got out of there.
Yeah, this is definitely real. She's terrified. This was one of the most terrifying experiences of her life for sure, right?
At first, I couldn't believe it at first.
Oh.
Like I said, I haven't seen this before, so at first I was like, there's no way this is real.
No way this is real, huh? That's another crisis actor catchphrase.
Just kidding.
Now, there are people who have talked about, I wish there were metal detectors and, maybe some more safety measures going on.
So now you get the problem, reaction, solution, the Hegelian dialectic, problem, reaction, solution.
As you've talked to other classmates or other people in your cohort here at UVU, what have they talked about and what are you kind of maybe reassuring them about?
Wow, look at this face. So this is a witness to a shooting, a tragedy. This is pretty good evidence.
What is your family, your friends? Is there a flurry of text messages coming in saying, are you okay?
So many text messages, are you okay? What's going on? I heard it on the news.
Look at this face.
Does
this look like somebody that's in shock to you on the other side of the screen?
As it's coming in.
I was just watching him speak, and then I just hear like a loud pop. I'm looking at him, and it doesn't even look real. Some group of people at the top, they cheered when he got shot.
Group of people that were cheering.
Couldn't believe the lack of human life that some people have.
The lack of empathy there. Oh, that's appalling. I agree.
So he messed up his line there. He was supposed to say the lack of empathy, but he said human life.
What were your thoughts at the time?
We were kind of just like, we should just go for fun, just to see. And it was good. It was really fun. But
so we didn't really care about Charlie Kirk. We just went because it was going to be fun. And it was fun, he said.
Do you have second thoughts about going to something like this in the future?
Yeah, a little. It's pretty traumatizing.
He looks traumatized.
This doesn't really happen. He's been on...
This doesn't really happen. Listen to the words that these people are choosing.
Tell me where you were when all this happened.
This guy.
What was your...
He was one of the people that actually got to speak to Charlie.
You have a random old kook who has no weapon but confesses to the shooting for some reason.
George Zinn again. George Zinn being brought up again.
That took up a lot of cops that were there at the time that could have been searching for the shooter.
So it looks like the witnesses are supporting scripted roles to push narrative. So the narrative is that the shooter needed the distraction to get away. So he was one of the chosen speakers who asked a question. And his biggest issue is that George Zinn said that he did it and he attracted all the cops in the area to him, which allowed Tyler Robinson to get away. Did they kill Charlie? They might have. Maybe not. There's a good chance that they didn't. There's a good chance that they did. I know in rituals, they generally do like to kill people. And on the other hand, they like to fake it.
Did you see the shot fired?
I was talking to a professor who works here, and he said it could have been from 200 yards away. So I think that's why we're seeing drones in the air. That's why we've
Again, literal testimony pushing narratives. So how would somebody there just hears a loud gunshot noise and then he's able to estimate, yeah, that sounded like it was roughly about 200 yards away, and fully telling you the narrative. Like on 9/11, they had the Mossad guy who said, yeah, I witnessed the plane cream into the side of the building and, due to the intense fire, the building pancaked into its own footprint. I mean, someone said that 5 minutes after the building collapsed. You got the same narratives being pushed here. Did they kill him or not? I don't know. I can't prove or say they did or didn't. It looks like they did. But we can see that the actual agenda was pretty forced. So what we have here is the Charlie Kirk ritual. His assassination also appears to have symbolism hinting that it could have been an orchestrated false flag or occult ritual called, quote, killing of the king, to symbolize the death of, yes, freedom. So Charlie's shirt that he had on when he was shot said freedom. So they destroyed and killed and silenced freedom. Kirk's death is riddled with, you guessed it, the Freemasons' favorite number, 33, because they say 33.3 of the fallen angels fell to the earth. So they absolutely love this. The setting of the shooting, right? So when we look at the various occult symbolisms here, we've got the trident. As you can see here, the trident symbolizes many things, the powers on many waters, right? So the pentagram, obviously you can see how where he was set up, you can trace a pentagram. So we continue on. It occurred 3 days after a blood moon, which is a window of time when the occult elite perform these blood sacrifice rituals. Was he killed? Was he not killed? I leave that up to the viewer to decide. Spilling the blood is a common practice of these ritualistic magicians, but they also like to mock, humiliate, and ridicule the public by fooling them. They love to fool more. So the last but not least is the Illuminati card game. Interestingly enough, the last YouTube short that Charlie posted on his YouTube channel just before he was assassinated was about Trump, and it was entitled "Enough is Enough." There's a card in that card game that depicts Trump, and it is entitled "Enough is Enough." The card states, at any time, at any place, our snipers, get this, can drop you. And yet the most recent Time magazine cover, titled, you guessed it, "Enough," right? Enough. Dedicated to Kirk's assassination. Then there's the sniper card that says assassination, and its power is 10. Thus it alludes to the number 10 being associated and powerful in assassinations. Kirk was shot on the 10th while answering a question about mass shooting over the past 10 years. How many 10s can we absolutely get into this? It is insane. A movie from back in the day called Snake Eyes, and if you guessed it, the person killed in the movie was named Charles Kirkland, right? And was shot in the neck, and back in 1998. So you can see they plan these things and they do these things far, far in advance. And let's get into some of the crisis actors after this song break. Today, part 2, we're going to be looking at the crisis actors or witnesses.